Man, yeah, this was an awesome match, though. I mean, I loved it. We can, if you guys want to start talking about, the ranking, we can, unless you have anything else that you wanted to bring up about the match or ROH or Brian or Nigel.
Nah, I think we can get straight into the rankings. I don't think this will take long.
I don't either, because I'm like...
Okay, is it better than WLC?
It is better than WLC, so it's at least in the upper echelon of matches.
It's a good
here.
match.
Yeah, it is a good match.
Right. It's probably better than Onita Hayabusa, no disrespect.
It is a better wrestling match than Onita and Hayabusa.
Yeah, it's not as much flashiness.
And somehow more brutal in senses.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's way more brutal than Hayabusa because it's all... I mean, there's barbed wire in the ring, and like
nobody literally died in this match.
Yeah, ref was safe, thank God.
True.
I don't even remember the ref in this match.
It was like some British guy. Like, he looked like a referee from Liverpool, if that makes sense. And personally...
So the real question...
Okay, yep.
The real question is this better than Atlantis versus La Sombra?
All right, so
this is tough.
Yeah, smaller crowd.
Yes. Less important match overall. Like, in terms of pro wrestling, I think it's a less important match because this... Like, the Atlantis versus La Sombra match was, it has the history of mask versus mask. It was on CMLL's biggest event of their year. And the motion was way higher. Motions were running way higher for that match.
I think you can make the argument that these matches are equally important, just depending on who you ask. Like, if you ask your general viewer in Mexico, they're definitely going to say mask versus mask. If you ask, like, the UK crowd, they're definitely going to say this. If you ask a American crowd, kind of just depends on what they like more. But due to Danielson being in this match, they'll probably say that. But yeah, these matches are both important for different reasons.
This match is kind of more influential in a worldwide sense today than Atlantis versus La Sombra ever is going to be, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think
if you look at it like that, yeah.
Yeah, way more wrestlers have watched this match and said, I want to do this, than the stuff that Atlantis and La Sombra did. I think Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness are both hugely influential. Bryan Daniels is one of the most influential guys in American pro wrestling today, and I would say Nigel is probably one of the most influential in the UK scene today.
Yep.
So I think that has that over this. Plus, I just prefer the style of this match over the style of Lucha Libre at its peak with Atlantis and La Sombra.
Yeah. Well, even that, like, Atlantis was 50 when they did the match, and it was good in ring, but it wasn't great. Like, it wasn't this level.
Yeah.
This is two people in their prime evolving the concept of a pro wrestling match. Mm-hmm. So definitely in ring.
When we talked shit, or not talk shit, when we had not nice things to say about the Sarah Del Rey versus Kana match, a lot of it was like, yeah, the wrestling's really good, but there's not a real story to it, where this match is just like has buckets of story and storytelling and implication and why you should care about what's going on in the ring. It's not just two people wrestling.
Yeah.
It's also in front of a smaller crowd, but I mean, it doesn't even matter.
And
the crowd gets involved.
And personality. Like, Bryan Danielson has so much personality as this smug heel character, and Nigel McGuinness is the hometown hero. His babyface fire at the end is absolutely incredible. Like, you want to see, even though you know Nigel McGuinness is losing this match, you want to see him win this match. So I think, as character-wise, like, this match is greater than most matches of this similar style. So
yeah, for an independent pro wrestling match at the time, definitely. I would say that this would be better than Atlantis versus La Sombra.
Mm-hmm. I really like Atlantis versus La Sombra. I watch Lucha Libre, but it's not my cup of tea if we're still in the UK in this grand scenario. But like, I really do like Atlantis versus La Sombra. I think it does. It does good storytelling. I think there's some things like with La Mambra that they do in that I think is wholly original and should not be overlooked. This, like, the fact that Atlantis is able to wrestle at such a level at that age is...
What was he, 50 in this match?
Yeah, something. It's insane.
Yeah.
And like I'll probably I'll probably defend this match more than it should be defended going forward as better and better matches creep up this list. Like, I'll probably defend this and WLC the most going forward in a weird way. But yeah,
yes,
I think,
the two sides of the pro wrestling coin.
Yes. But yeah, this match, like, it's gonna be hard to find a better match than this for a while, unless we're just, going down a list of 5-star matches.
Mm-hmm. This match, just a side note, I also think this match is number 1 in our list, so I think that might make it official. I just want to point out, not a 5-star match. What the fuck?
Oh, what do you give? What do you give it?
It's like 4.75, which is like
okay, well,
kind of a 5, but like today, Meltzer would give this a 5-star match, and whatever.
Well, okay, let's think. What went wrong in this match?
Nothing. People ramming their head into the turnbuckles.
Yeah, maybe Meltzer's. I don't want to. He probably wasn't that forward thinking. Like, like we were saying at the time, we would have all thought this was.
Oh, I think
dope as shit.
He might have been. Let me.
I think he would have been forward thinking on this. I think living through some of the stuff regarding who would have been older wrestlers at the time and their mental and physical state. I think he definitely would have been having this in mind at that point. I could be wrong.
Yeah. If anything, I could understand someone at the time not liking those elbows as a finish, possibly.
He knew MMA though, so he probably got it.
He was probably
that is true. If anything, he's probably like, those elbows didn't look good enough.
Yeah, I need to look it up and make sure.
I could just see it being like, the mental block for me would be in rating this match is it's extremely good and I enjoyed it, but it's at a medium-sized event, and I've got that mental block of like, if you're having the true 5-star match, you're talking like a long storyline build. You're talking like a big 10,000 plus seat arena.
Yeah.
Like one of the biggest shows of the year.
It's not in the Tokyo Dome.
Not in the Tokyo Dome.
If it was in the Tokyo Dome.
Of course.
But, he's given 5-star matches to PWG shows.
That's true.
Just this year, he's given a 5-star match to indie promotion I've never heard of with Zack Sabre Jr. versus someone called A-Kid.
A-Kid, that match is awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. And,
oh, yeah, I love A-Kid.
I could see that being a 5-star match.
Is A-Kid Dirt Bike Kid's son?
I don't think that boy had any kids after that beating. The 4 3/4 stars is like the 8.8 of professional wrestling, where you should be happy with it, but man, people on the internet are going to complain about it.
Yep, yeah. It's like, it's really close to being the perfect score. Don't worry. Like, it's still really good. You don't have to worry about that 1/4 of a star being missing.
So Dave Meltzer thinks Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness for the unification of the Pure and World ROH titles is the Twilight Princess of professional wrestling.
I completely disagree with that. I love this match. I do not love Twilight Princess.
Okay, but it is, at the time,
the best match ever, according to us.
I love the part where Nigel McGuinness turned into a wolf.
In TNA?
Oh my god! I wasn't thinking that.
Oh.
All right, end this podcast. I'm not going to do anything better than that.
Yeah, we're not topping that.
Wow.
Oh boy.